bubble starts at the beginning of it's constructed at a very early age. For me personally, it started around when I was around 9 years old. I was very fortunate to play from 9 years old until I was 32. My mom got me involved in sport, but it didn't take you very long to see me running around on a football field that you could say that young kid or that little kid has some special talents. And from that time forward, as I moved from youth football until middle school, high school, college, and pros, I lived in a bubble. And that bubble consisted of it was a structure and it was a culture all in itself that was kind of privy or only the privileged players and coaches could be a part of it. And when that structure and control left, when the bubble kind of burst, that's when I was kind of lost. And so many players around the country are lost because they don't have that support system in place to help them through everyday life.
Yeah, as you write in the book, when NFL players leave football, they encounter a version of culture shock. They aren't just retiring from a job or a career. They're leaving a way of life, entering a world that is foreign to them. They know the language, sort of, but this is a wonderful way to put it, but they speak a distinctive dialect. And one of the things that is lost at the moment of retirement is the 24/7 aspect of the life of the pro football player. Right.
The special attention that players receive works to isolate them from the normal social routines and obligations of everyday life. You look at the players in the 60s and the 70s, 80% of them worked on the off season. 2014, only 23% of the players work on the off season. So there has been a paradigm shift over the last 15, 20 years in the National Football League.
And what happens at the end? When a player leaves the league, everything changes. Not just the money or the lifestyle. The codes and principles by which players live in the NFL bubble no longer apply. And players are no longer part of the locker room culture, etc., etc. That's got to be a terrible moment.
Oh, most definitely, because players tend to feel a profound loss. Players frequently grumble that you never leave on your own terms. They are now adrift without a dream. Without football, many players find themselves at loose ends. Many players navigate the end of their careers without a hitch. But a lot of them struggle because there is no perfect exit.